You spoke about joy. You used to call the old show the Joy Factory, right?
Joy machine.
Joy machine.
Because it's always a machine, and unless you put some joy in it, it'll grind you down. You get your tie caught in and get sucked through the gears.
Is the new show a joy machine too, or do you have a different?
It can
phrase
be.
for it?
It's a funny thing is that the mechanics of my show are explained to me in some ways more than they are actually run by me. I mean, I have Tom Purcell, who's my creative exec, and I have Chris Licht, who is my showrunner, the guy who basically keeps everybody in their lanes and keeps us pointed in the right direction. They'd know if it's a joy machine. It's a joy for me.
Well, that's good.
Well, because
At least someone's getting joy out of it,
it's a
right?
great joy for me.
Is it harder to sort of convey joy and hope to the audience in these, shall we say, difficult times?
Well, it might be hard, but it's all the more important. Like right after the election last year, I haven't made any secret of my feelings, but right after the election last year, I walked out the next week, or maybe the next day, to do the show after Election Day, and I realized how happy I was to be there, because what I needed was a sense of community and people who agreed with me that this was crazy, and that we're not crazy for thinking that something's wrong. Like, what do you want to be? Not alone.
Yeah.
And people say, what is the success of one of these shows? And I think above anything else is creating a sense of community. We had that with the old show, the Colbert Rapport. Our double joke was like rapport, like the rapport, and then the rapport you have with the audience. I called them the it-getters. You're the heroes because you get it. Whatever it was my argument of the day. But on the new show, we're saying that about reality.
Right.
You're being gaslighted by people who are heretics against reality, is what I've called them. Is that I was taught like heresy was the worst sin, because not only are you sinning, but you're seducing other people into your sinful ways. Right. I talked about truthiness a lot on the old show, meaning that which you feel to be true regardless of what the facts would support, which is a common political thing that we just gave a name to. But now we've moved into something new, which is you're indifferent as to what the truth is. You just name a truth, even if it has no relationship to the fact, and you can name it differently the next day. It's a far greater and far more, I think, malicious, because it is purely selfish, unmooring from reality. And so that's why I think that our leaders in Washington right now, specifically those who are supporting the president, who should know better, are heretics against reality, because they're trying to convince you that you're wrong, that this is normal.
I hope you enjoyed this clip from Faith in Focus. This show is made possible by generous donors. To give your support or learn more about how you can join the conversation around faith and culture, visit americamag.org/faithshow.